Before starting the video, I would like you to subscribe please, thank you. Nezuko's original personality as a human was that of a kind and caring girl who thought of others before herself, much like her older brother, Tanjiro. Additionally, she was a responsible elder sister to her younger siblings and often put their needs first rather than her own. Nezuko is, however, not afraid to get in harm's way, protecting her friends from demons even after being returned to a human state. It is also shown that Nezuko's humane, laid-back demeanor supports this fact after Tanjiro apologized to her. While Nezuko initially starts off like any other demon, bloodthirsty and hungry for human flesh, after seeing her brother's desire to protect her from being killed by a demon slayer despite her being a demon, she changes completely and becomes fiercely protective of him. Nezuko seems to have forgotten a good portion of her memories as a human, besides those related to her family, and thus doesn't retain the exact personality she had before transformation, instead acting akin of a child. She is still very caring and protective towards humans who she sees as members of her family, although this is mainly due to the influence Sakanji Urokodaki had on her while she was asleep for 2 years. Nezuko also retains some of her human emotions, as she has been seen to cry when sad and smile when happy, but in general she appears more detached than her human cohorts, although she is still much calmer and less malicious than most demons. Nezuko also tends to see the images of her siblings in other humans, like YAIBA Kamado in Yashiro. Since becoming a demon, Nezuko appears to have become rather brazen, and does not seem to fear fighting. She fiercely guards her brother as well as her allies. She has also developed a strong willpower, which can be seen through her refusal to consume human flesh or blood, even in cases of extreme injury or exposure to human blood, which can be seen when she refuses Sanemi Shinazugawa after he attempts to lure her into biting him with his Merchi blood. Her strong willpower remains even when she is no longer a demon, shown when she willingly leaps in front of Inosuke to protect him from her own brother, who had become a demon and was attempting to kill those around him. Though she could have been killed, Nezuko did not hesitate to protect her brother. On the rare occasion that Nezuko attempts speech, she has been seen to stutter a lot, which may be due to her bamboo mouthpiece, which is seldom removed, and the fact that she didn't speak for a number of years after her transformation. However, after developing resistance towards sunlight, which allows her to go outside and interact with others more often, her speech has shown signs of improvement and she is able to fully pronounce words if someone else has just spoken them or hears them repeated frequently enough. It was later revealed by Tamayo that her missing memories and underdeveloped personality were due to her being not fully conscious, as she prioritized developing her resistance to sun to regaining her consciousness. Among Nezuko's abilities we can find: despite not being a member of the 12 Kizuki, Nezuko is a very powerful demon. Her most prominent trait is her extraordinary growth rate, due to the high amount of blood she received from Muzan Kibutsuji when he turned Nezuko into a demon. This was shown across many battles where she could defeat her enemies despite being overwhelmed by them in the beginning. She has been shown to defeat her enemies by increasing her own physical capabilities, enhancing her regeneration, or developing her own blood demon art in dire situations. Nezuko has displayed great combat proficiency and skill in battle, overpowering the Temple Demon, Swamp Demon, and Susumaru. Later on, her power further augmented to the point where she could fight against the likes of the upper ranks of the 12 Kizuki, such as Daki, whom she easily managed to overpower despite initially being no match for her, and Hantengu's clones, who she could fight on equal grounds with. Abnormal demon physiology: Nezuko has several unique traits that set her apart from all other demons. Most notably, Nezuko can continuously restore her power without consuming any human blood like any other demon would need to do. Instead, she recovers her strength through sleep alone, though she would have to spend a lot of time sleeping in order to recuperate and regain her power. Moreover, Nezuko has an extraordinary growth rate, as shown multiple times when she grows stronger without any training or consuming humans. This ability is shown to trigger even in the midst of battle and with huge power boosts. Her rapid growth in power was first displayed during her battle against Susumaru. Though her foot was initially blown off by the Temari demon's ball attack, upon regenerating, she was able to take the force of her attack and engage the demon in a back-and-forth skirmish that she was even able to come out of triumphant. Advanced demon form: Nezuko has the ability to enter a berserk state where she becomes more demonic in appearance, transforming into an adult version of herself with vine-like tattoos that circle her body, a single horn protruding from her right forehead side. Nezuko's physical capabilities in this state are drastically increased to the point where she could sever Daki's limbs by stomping on them and kick her from extremely far distances, destroying multiple buildings in the process. Her regenerative abilities also become on par with those of the upper ranks of the 12 Kizuki. When she first awakened this ability in her fight with Daki, she became frenzied in battle, lost her usual restraint to human blood, and only reverted back to normal when Tanjiro sung her a lullaby. She eventually became able to transform into her advanced demon form while maintaining her usual composure and keep herself from feeding on or attacking humans. Sunlight immunity. Like all demons, Nezuko was initially weak to sunlight, and her body would completely disintegrate if she would be exposed to it. As a result, she could only go out during the night or areas with low sunlight. During her battle with Hantengu, she suddenly managed to develop an immunity to sunlight, allowing her to be active regardless of whether she was in the sun or not, and giving her the title of the Chosen Demon by Muzan Kibutsuji. Blood control. In addition to her blood demon art, Nezuko has shown in her advanced demon form to have control of her own blood's viscosity. When her limbs and head were severed and she was going to be attacked by Daki further, Nezuko managed to control her limbs and head by congealing and solidifying the blood spraying from them before the streams could break apart. She was able to command her limbs to grab and stop Daki's sashes, and, even though it was done with floating, severed limbs connected by blood, she was able to do it with such strength that the sashes were stopped dead in their tracks. She was then able to pull all of her limbs back together through those blood streams, allowing her body to regenerate. Immense regeneration. As a demon, Nezuko has enhanced regenerative abilities that allow her to heal in the blink of an eye. When she first became a demon, her regeneration was relatively slow compared to other demons, taking a few moments to heal her wounds. However, once in her awakened state, her regeneration ability evolved to the point it matched the caliber of the upper ranks of the 12 Kazuki, allowing her to reconnect her whole torso and body parts as well as regrow her arms and legs instantaneously. Daki noted that Nezuko's regeneration surpassed her own. Size alteration. Upon being transformed into a demon, Nezuko displayed the basic ability to change and alter her body's size and height. She was able to shrink herself into the physical size of a small child in order to fit inside a small box or a basket, and could also enlarge herself into a much bigger form. Immense strength. Nezuko possesses naturally enhanced physical strength as a demon. Even after her recent transformation and with little sleep to recover, she was strong enough to decapitate the temple demon with a kick. Nezuko punched the swamp demon hard enough to cause him to cough blood, and was capable of overwhelming the demon with powerful punches and kicks. As she has no previous combative experience, Nezuko relies on brute strength, using her legs as her main weapon to deliver fast and strong kicks. She has also been shown to increase her strength in battles during dire situations, like strengthening her legs to kick back Susumaru's handballs despite having her legs torn off by them earlier. In her advanced demon form, she could pierce through Daki's durable body with a single kick and was able to hold down her obi with her bare limbs. These same obi were powerful enough to wreak massive destruction across a city. In her battle against upper rank 4 Hantengu, Nezuko was capable of attacking the demon's clones on equal grounds, kicking Karaku's mouth and partially severing his head, grappling with Izetsu, and leap high enough into the air to save Tanjiro Kamado when Zohakuten's giant dragons tried to crush him. Fighting style. Skilled hand-to-hand combat. Despite having no known fighting experience prior to becoming a demon, Nezuko is a skilled hand-to-hand combatant. Her fighting style mainly revolves around the use of her powerful legs to deliver devastating blows and her sharp nails. Since transforming into a demon, she has been a major contributor to battles fought by Tanjiro, frequently assisting in the occasion that he is overwhelmed by an opponent. Blood Demon Art. Nezuko uses her Blood Demon Art against Daki. Nezuko burning Daki using her Blood Demon Art. Combustible blood. Nezuko's Blood Demon Art allows her to combust her blood into pink-colored flames at will. Her flames have a special property which makes them exclusively harmful to demons, objects belonging to demons, and blood demon arts while being completely harmless to humans and other objects. These flames can hamper the regeneration of other demons, as shown when Daki's burns took much longer to heal than traditional wounds. Nezuko's Blood Demon Art was also able to neutralize Jutaro's poison to save Inosuke Hashibara and Tengen Yuzui from dying. Her flames also have the ability to temporarily turn Nichiren swords bright red, increasing the strength of attacks inflicted by them. A drawback to Nezuko's Blood Demon Art is that overuse of it can cause her to fall asleep. Nezuko's English voice actress, Abby Trott, also voices Yukogi, Zenitsu Sparrow. Nezuko's rankings in the popularity polls are as follows. Nezuko ranked 3rd place in the first popularity poll with 3,319 votes. Nezuko ranked 11th place in the second popularity poll with 5,000 votes. The reason Nezuko's hair isn't bound up now that she's a demon is because Tanjiro is not that good at doing it for her and she cannot do it herself now. The accessory she has at the front is the one-piece Tanjiro can do well for her, and since Nezuko doesn't remove it, it stays on. Nezuko gets really happy when her hair is braided like Mitsuri Kanroji's. Tanjiro is shown trying to braid it for her after chapter 105. Before becoming a demon, Takeo Kamado once asked Nezuko about her ideal man. She replied by saying, "My ideal man is like a rook," referring to a shogi piece that can move any number of squares horizontally or vertically. Nezuko is good at rock, paper, scissors. When she and her brother have to decide something and can't come to an agreement, they play rock paper scissors, and she always wins. Nezuko's favorite food is konpito, Japanese colored sugar sweets shaped like tiny orbs with small bulges all around it. In Kimetsu Academy, Nezuko is a girl who's known to bite baguettes and keeps it in her mouth, referencing her bamboo muzzle. Thank you for watching my humble video. If you liked it, subscribe, like, see you next time.